Hey everybody, ZvT StarCraft here with another StarCraft 2 commentary. This is going to be Game 1 of the best of 3 between HuK and SeleCT for the Losers Bracket Final in MLG DC 2010. I got to see this game live, but I really don't remember what happens too well, so this will be pretty much a fresh cast for me. Good thing for you guys, because you'll enjoy. You probably don't want me to ruin everything that happens, but this was Game 1 of 3 between HuK, the Protoss player, spawning here in the top, and SeleCT, Terran, spawning here in the bottom. Because they're in cross positions on this map, they can, on Metalopolis, I forgot to mention that, because they're in cross positions, they can safely expand pretty well. It's not, the Protoss and Terran generally like to stay on one base for a little while, just to stay safe. Zerg always likes to expand, and this is gonna be a very interesting match no matter what. I remember it was really fun to watch. Not as much fun as the second game in this series, as if you haven't watched that yet, I don't know why you're on my channel. It's the first video I ever casted. It's not very good, I know that, but I decided to start off strong, and I don't think it was really a good idea. I wish I had casted that a little bit later, but you know, whatever. Stuff happens, so we'll see what's going on. HuK's just sending out his probe to scout quite a bit before SeleCT. I'm surprised SeleCT hasn't decided to scout yet. SeleCT getting his barracks now. Not going to be walling off. There's no need to right here. He knows HuK's going to send out his early probe anyway, and that wall is only really good for preventing the scouts or Zergling run-bys. SeleCT sending out his SCV right now, but we're missing some crazy drone action. Nah, never mind. This probe is going to get away. He's going to go over and chill and maybe block this expansion, but not going to worry about that. Oh, excuse me. I just drank a Coke before casting this. HuK just microing his probe around a little bit, doing some damage to the SCV. Grabbing these minerals. Just being a little pest right here. Maybe putting down a pylon to block this expansion. Probably not. Those pylons do die very quickly. HuK is getting his gateway out, not chrono boosting that first zealot. Getting out of Cybernetic's core, going for some quick tech, maybe just quick warp gates. But we might be seeing some Stargate play, probably some robotics play, because we all know SeleCT loves to go that Marine Marauder ball that I get really bored of, but apparently he doesn't. So I have not had the protection tabs open for you guys, and I have the health bars on yet again. I just casted my live cast game, and I turned those health bars on during the game while trying to play because I really like having those health bars while playing. This SCV is going to easily be able to get away from this zealot, but I forgot to take them off. If you guys don't mind, I will take another second. I hate having to do this every single game. I swear I'm going to get better at this. I really do. And I actually do read your comments if you guys have preferably honest criticism for me, but I will take some inhonest and flaming. I will deal with that. That is no big deal to me. But SeleCT being different and getting out a Reaper before he gets anything, getting the concussive shells for his Marauders, so we'll be expecting a lot of those, as they are a staple to the Marine Marauder ball. But SeleCT has his Reaper sitting out here up on the Zelmaga Watchtower. Gonna be able to micro away from that Zealot really easily. Those Zealots can't do anything against a Reaper because they are so slow. The Zealots are so slow compared to the Reaper, and the Zealot falls to the Reaper. Reaper at 20 health out of 50. Taking a lot of damage, but he's just jumping up and down the cliffs. He doesn't care. Now, if they have jetpacks and they can jump up and down cliffs, why can't they just fly across this chasm? That seems like it would make a lot of sense to me, but I guess the programmers didn't want Reapers to be overpowered. Haha, yeah, funny joke. I don't really know what HuK's doing with these stalkers over here. Maybe he's going to try to get a flank on the Reaper or something, but he knows that SeleCT is spawned down here. Maybe he just doesn't want to go through the center of the map because he might have an SCV on this watchtower, and let's see if he can, looks like, nah, HuK doesn't even care. HuK's going to take out this SCV super easily. Let's go back to everyone cam. We have this Reaper over here. I think he just racked up, yeah, he just got another kill. Maybe on a Zealot, maybe on a probe, trying to put down another pylon or something, I don't know. HuK's getting out his 3rd and 4th gateway right now, putting him into warp gates, while SeleCT is getting his stim pack and his orbital command. There really is nothing new to see from these players. There's not that much new stuff that comes out of StarCraft. If there ever is, I will definitely cast that for you, because I know you guys want to see that, and I definitely want to cast it. But he's just getting those Marine Marauders, and they are such a pain to deal with. If you saw my live cast, I lost pretty substantially, pretty obviously to them. Even though after watching the replay, I was way ahead in economy, and way ahead in APM, and in units, and all that stuff. That is such a problem for Zerg. And apparently it's a problem for Protoss too, because if it wasn't, then SeleCT would not be going this build. Microing those probes away, bringing in that Zealot, but that Zealot isn't going to do anything. Reaper's just going to jump up on the high ground and harass these probes. Didn't manage to get anything, jumping up in the air, flying into pieces with a little shoulder pad, it looks like, falling off right there. I love having a game in HD. HuK's got a somewhat substantial army. HuK's at 53 out of 68, and SeleCT is at 61 out of 70. SeleCT has a significantly larger force, and I'm sure this will be able to defeat HuK's army, but who knows, maybe with some really good micro, HuK could win the battle. Not too much going on right here. Players hovering at about 225 and 240 APM. I don't even know how you get that high, instead of just APM spamming and just mashing down everything you can. Gonna be microing away all of his units because he does have that concussive shells. Easily able to take care of those Zealots. Gonna be able to hit these Stalkers pretty hard, taking a lot of damage. Those Protoss units are taking a lot of damage, but they are dishing out still quite a bit. These units are very weak, ready to die. That Zealot just trying to crawl his way over. These Stalkers are going to probably be able to pick this off. Yes, focusing down the weak one, and HuK was able to repel that quite easily with minerals lost. Let's see, units lost, yeah. HuK did lose quite a bit more resources, but that's okay. They are very even on economy. HuK is actually ahead in harvesters, but down in economy because of those mules that the Terran have. Terran just have so much to help them with economy, constantly pumping out SCVs, constantly pumping out mules. Just they don't really even have to build any SCVs to actually have a good economy. They can just have mules. If you guys can't tell, I really don't like playing against Terran. I think they're still a little imbalanced, or at least this Marine Marauder needs to be fixed. Or there needs to be something good that Zerg can do to defend against them. Beautiful force fields going down for HuK, trapping in a lot of these units, separating that army. They're going to be trying to go up into the main, SeleCT individually controlling these two split forces to kill a lot of probes. Getting down a few probes, not doing too much damage. The Stalkers are definitely going to be able to come in and clean that up. The Marauders just standing over here in their last-ditch effort trying to kill one Stalker, but it's not going to happen. Got him down to 4 life though. That was very close, and I'm sure SeleCT is upset about that. Pushing away these two last Marauders, one sitting at 24 health, the other one at 30. They're just limping away from the battle with their tail between their legs, trying to do anything they can to survive. SeleCT putting up a few more barracks here. And HuK is getting his Colossus now. Colossus are the turning point in a game of Protoss versus Terran. They do so much damage to those Marines, even if they have combat shields. I'm pretty sure they can two-shot the Marines with combat shields. And that is very helpful, especially if you have 2 Colossus. But if the Marauders are microed well enough, they can just go to the back and take out those Colossus. Stimming to run over here to try to take care of this and getting that tomb in my little selection tab. Stimming just these 2 Marauders for some reason. I don't really know why. I guess he's going to try to slow down one. Trapping those units between the lamppost and the ramp. Beautiful force fields. That is just some really high level play with those force fields. And HuK is doing a lot of damage. He's doing it in really small doses. He's keeping the army size of SeleCT small, which is a very important thing to do. HuK moving out his army here, maybe just checking around to see what's going on. And we have SeleCT going over here, looking at a drop. But at the same time, SeleCT is going for the drop back here. He's also going for an attack on this expansion. I remember this part of the game. He's going for this expansion. He does a lot of damage. Going to kill these sentries off before he takes the damage. Pushed away by the Colossus and the entire army, but there's a drop coming in on the main. Going to be killing a lot of probes. Might be trying to snipe the Nexus. May or may not be. Just killing so many probes. Oh, taking a lot of damage. HuK is just taking so much probe damage right now. Warping into Stalkers, trying to do what he can to repel this. But he just lost over 10 probes right now. These Marauders are heroes, even though they left that one behind. Looks like the Terran army does not have a no man left behind policy. He was able to skitter out of there as best he could, microwing those Marauders as well as he can, picking up everything with the Medivacs to get out of there. That drop did a lot of damage to HuK. SeleCT is supply blocked right now at 137, but that did enough damage to make up for that tiny supply block. HuK spreading out these pylons over here just to make sure he knows what's going on. Just macroing up, sitting back. SeleCT starting to saturate his third expansion now, or his second expansion rather. There goes my computer lagging a little bit. But look at this massive force from SeleCT. This is so huge. Let's look at the army size. Army size is pretty close to even. SeleCT has way more minerals than gas, but SeleCT is at 161 over 118. He might be able to kill this pylon. Oh yeah, there's nothing here to defend, but that pylon's gonna go down. And so is this. So HuK is now supply blocked. That is not a comfortable position to be in. He's building some pylons back there, and he's gonna move in to try to take out whatever he can. Why is my computer lagging so bad? Focus on StarCraft. I don't care if other things are done or whatever is going on. This is a huge army. Force fields to prevent them from coming up the ramp, but he has no stalkers here to kill these Vikings, as these Colossus are going to go down. That one at 2 health. This one over here too, dying so fast to these Vikings. Vikings are very good against us, and you need that stalker support to deal with it. And this is just too much for HuK to handle. So HuK GG's, and they go on to the second game of 3 to see who goes on to the grand finals to play against Hydra. If you haven't watched that, it's my second video. It's a very fun game. I'm sorry I didn't cast it too well, but you know, I was new. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, click subscribe. I'll figure out where it is someday, but I know it's up here in the top left. If you're not on my channel, right down here in the bottom left, and then go ahead and click subscribe. Check out my videos. More on the way. ZB StarCraft signing out. Oh crap.